you doing some video? They call it like the diabetic rice, but this is a variety that he was able to get a little bit of seedling from another farmer who asked us to multiply it, since there's now a demand on the market for it. And I was also explaining to him that it's in Ivory Coast, so we can also secure more seeds from Ivory Coast. So that's why it's looking so much darker than the other ones.
It's healthier.
Right. So what they'll do now, they're uprooting it so that it can be transported into the proper historically, and even within this area, if you ask about Dunbar Farm, everybody knows this site. It's our family seat, or where we have been able to gather since my grandfather secured and purchased this land in 1948. And so behind me is the old family home that was constructed in 1948 when he got this property. And the memory for me about Dunbar Farm was always a gathering point for us as a family, but also by the 80s, by the time our generation was born, you have to understand Liberia had just also been through a coup. Things were really not totally destroyed as much as the Civil War did in the 90s, but it was halted. So we were born at a time when things were really stagnated from what Liberia had been in the heydays of the 70s and the 60s, and this when we were told. So my memories of this farm was coming here and seeing it struggling to be functional. I remember some of my earliest memories coming in the pickup, the driveway with my father, and the cocoa was still there. So we had fruit trees, tree crops like the cocoa were still left from the heydays of my grandfather and my father's when they were young and working this farm, he and his brothers, and the piggery was actually still functional as well. So we saw remnants of my grandfather's vision. And obviously my father's generation, they tried to maintain it, but it was difficult maintaining a separate career and then also maintaining the farm. And then added to the fact that it's quite a sizable property at 648 acres, it really requires full-time focus, but also the level of attention and technical investment as well as financial investment. So as the war years came, of course, everything grounded to a halt. We couldn't be able to even operate the farm, so at basic, we would have at least one relative that was living here, just to kind of basically secure the property. It was more or likely in around 2011 when I really felt this vision coming into me. Every time I would come here and see the place looking like this, I would just be so, it pained my heart to see my grandfather's vision dying or just lying fallow like the land. And so I slowly began to think, what can we do as this generation? In addition to that, I also saw how people were struggling. In Liberia, when you used to come to the village, this is where you came and you collected food and carried it to the city. Then the reverse is now the case. When you come from the city, everybody asks you, what did you bring for me? Did you bring rice for me? Did you bring vegetables for me? And that just didn't make sense to me. If this was the place, if we brought you dried or packaged goods from the city, this was the place we were supposed to be able to find rice, everything that you can eat locally. It doesn't make sense that we should have people living on fertile land and yet on the margins of starvation or not having adequate nutrition. So the combination of those ideas was really fueling the vision that I needed to really see how we could get back into agriculture, return to the soil, as they say. And so I started doing research, not only for Liberia, but I started looking at all, neighboring countries that had a more stronger tie to agriculture and specifically agribusiness. And so Ghana and Ivory Coast really gave me a lot of structured ideas on what this could look like. And so once I did that, combined with my research, meeting technical people who have come and fed into the process, we were able to just get on the ground and just start playing. And that's essentially how it started. Just basic bare hands, hiring some men to do some clearing, and then starting to plant whatever. My vision now is that I really want to see Liberia become more than sustainable in what it produces and what it consumes. Someone mentioned the word food sovereignty, and I really like that idea because, as one of our workers was just saying, we have the capacity not only to produce to feed our population, but we have the capacity to produce and feed others as well. So my vision really is tied to that. I think a lot of the joblessness, a lot of the low wages and poor skills development, lack of education, all of those problems we're seeing not only in the rural areas, but even with the urban poor, all of those can be addressed significantly by investing in agriculture. So that's where my vision is really linked into seeing that we capitalize on our soil resources and our human resources and bring the two together and see how we can strive towards development.